All right, some sad news, at least in my opinion, tonight. Keshad Johnson, he has announced that he is declaring for the NBA draft and he will be entering the transfer portal. So he is done at San Diego State. I was really surprised by this when I saw this earlier this afternoon. I was at the celebration at Snapdragon Stadium on Saturday and took a picture with him, and he was on the celebration stage, and he seemed like the most enthusiastic player speaking to the fans. He spent 4 years here. There were the one more year chants from Aztecs fans for Keshad. Felt like he was definitely going to stay. Declaring for the NBA draft while maintaining college eligibility, that was not surprising to me. But when I saw that he was going to enter the transfer portal, that was surprising to me. I know Keshad's a big personality, the dunks, the athleticism. So I could see why some other schools would want to have Keshad Johnson. And those NIL deals, the money is going to be better at other schools than at San Diego State. And that's unfortunate. Hopefully, the NIL deal money increases because of San Diego State's run, but other schools, it's just more money than San Diego State. So I understand if that's why Keshad is going. But in terms of a fit, loving SDSU, the culture, defense, he was going to get an opportunity to start this year. I mean, he was starting this year anyway, this past season anyway, with Mensa, right? Bradley, Lamont, and Trammell. So he would have had a big role in San Diego State in their season this coming year. So I'm surprised that he's deciding to leave after 4 years. But I guess it's for money. It would have to be because it seems like he really loves San Diego State. So yes, I am surprised. But I don't know if San Diego State's surprised. I'm sure that Keshad, made sure Brian Dutcher and the coaching staff knew what he was going to be doing so that they could really go hard at some other big men, and we just didn't know about it. I guess at the celebration, he didn't answer really any questions about if he was going to come back or not. Maybe he hadn't made the decision yet, or he just didn't want to answer because he knew that he wasn't going to come back, and that would have ended up being the main story instead of just celebrating San Diego State's amazing season. So maybe he just didn't want to make it about him at that time. But bringing in the transfer from USC, that's big, obviously, because Matt Bradley's not going to be here this coming season. And now Keshad not going to be here. There's freshmen that can step in, but Mensa's not going to be here. Arope's not going to be here. Bradley's not going to be here. Keshad now not going to be here. So that's now 4 players right there that you're going to have to replace. There's still some core players left. Ladie, for now, I think he's going to stay. Lamont, I think he's staying. Trammell, I think he's staying. There's going to be some freshmen that can come in, like I said. But now San Diego State's probably looking for 2 more big men in the transfer portal to go find to replace Keshad and Mensa. And then Saunders can replace a rope, I guess. Or it doesn't matter who they replace, but one of the 3 big men. So, yeah, this is a significant loss for San Diego State. But I guess it just depends on how significant is it going to be? That depends on who are they going to get in the transfer portal. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know any of these players, any of the big men that are in the transfer portal. But I think San Diego State's going to end up getting some talented players, that's for sure, that can replace these guys because of the run that they just went on. And the whole country, all of these players that are in the transfer portal, they all got to see what San Diego State's about. And Brian Dutcher, and how much Matt Bradley loved Brian Dutcher, and the great words that he was saying about him after San Diego State's run had come to an end. Other players see that, and they're probably like, yeah, I want to play for that coach. I want to play for this program. So they're going to get some talent back. I was just surprised, definitely surprised by Keshad entering the transfer portal. Again, I wasn't surprised by the declaring for the NBA draft while maintaining college eligibility. That's not surprising. I wasn't surprised when Lamont did it. Wasn't surprised when Ladie did it. Not surprised. I want them to do that. Go get some help. Go get some professional scouts looking at you, recommending what to improve, evaluations, right? I want that. It's good for the program too. Even if they leave, hey, you want to be the next Lamont Butler? Let's say he leaves for the draft. I don't think he will, but let's say he does. You want to be that? You can do that here. Look at he just did that. Look at Malachi Flynn. Look at Jordan Shackle. I know he's in the G League, but still, look at him. You want to play professionally? Go look at all these players that have played professionally in this program. But yeah, Keshad, especially with how he was talking at the celebration, like he was really enthusiastic, the most enthusiastic player on that stage. And during the celebration, he said, quote, "How could you not commit here?" And that was when Reese Dixon Waters was obviously at Snapdragon Stadium before committing to San Diego State. So when he makes those comments, it's like, oh, he's coming back for a fifth year at San Diego State. Or if he's not coming back, he's not transferring to another school. So I'm definitely surprised by this. Aztecs fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you surprised by Keshad Johnson leaving San Diego State, entering the transfer portal? Because he's done. He's not coming back. Like, he released a statement. I want to thank God for his glory, blah, blah, blah. I would like to thank family, coaches, teammates, loved ones for their unconditional love, support, Aztec Nation. I offer you my gratitude and appreciation. And then he says, I'm proud to announce my decision to declare for the draft while maintaining my college eligibility and also entering the NCAA transfer portal. According to John Schaefer here, I'm reading off of his Twitter. San Diego State had a press release, and Brian Dutcher has already commented on Keshad Johnson transferring, entering the transfer portal. Says, we can't thank Keshad enough for everything he has done for our program in the last 4 years and wish him nothing but the best as he moves into this next phase of his career. He has grown into a leader both on and off the court and is the quintessential example of a student athlete excelling in the classroom as well as on the court. He's an Aztec for life and will always occupy a huge presence on the Mesa. So he's done. He's not coming back to San Diego State. It's not like he's entering the portal and then might return. He's done. So I'm surprised. He's definitely going to be missed. I understand why he's doing this if, it's for more money. I just wasn't expecting him to enter the transfer portal after the celebration on Saturday and how enthusiastic he was about the program. And he'd already spent 4 years here. I thought if he was coming back, he'd at least, if he was coming back to play another year, I thought he'd come back literally to San Diego State, not transfer. But I definitely wish him well. He's definitely going to be remembered as one of the best Aztecs. I mean, this Final Four run, this national championship game run, he was big in it. His defense led San Diego State in scoring, I believe, in that UConn game. So he's going to be remembered. Keshad, thanks for the memories, man.